I'm Ann from True Cave Aquatics, and I wanted to make another video today. About a month ago, I did some things to combat some hair algae, some blackbeard algae in here. I had a lot of hair algae up on top of this rock here, on top of this cave, just a ton of it. I was constantly pulling it off. It was growing really wild. And there was a bunch on top of this cave over here too, and they would get on my filters. The top filter would string away from there, and a bunch on my plants. So one of the things I did was drastically reduce the amount of light that I had on this aquarium. From the beginning, when I first set it up, I had two of these full length, 4-foot long Tiger full spectrum lights on top of this aquarium. I had these on here from day one, and I had one up here and then one back here. Alright, and then I decided to drastically reduce the level of light intensity in here, so because of the algae growth. So I took this one off and I treated the top of this cave rock with some hydrogen peroxide. When doing a water change, I dropped the water below the level of this rock, and I sprayed it really well a couple of times with hydrogen peroxide, and let it set for about 10 minutes, and then filled the tank back up, and it's all gone. It didn't come back. It didn't come back on this cave over here either. So in addition to that, I added some of these little autosinkless algae eaters here. I got a handful of those in here. What I don't do is dump chemicals in my aquarium, algicides or anything like that. And then a few days ago, I realized that my duckweed up here wasn't reproducing as much, anywhere near the amount that it used to. I have a lot over here, some in the middle, and then a good sized mat over here, and I would net it out and put it in my other aquariums. But my duckweed wasn't reproducing well at all. And I realized yesterday it's because of the light, because I just drastically reduced the level of light intensity in here, that my duckweed needs to reproduce. So I put the second light back on yesterday evening. So I got both lights back on here. And then the first thing I noticed is shortly after I put that on there, my Hillstream Loach reappeared. It vanished about the same time. I didn't realize, I didn't put two and two together. That Hillstream Loach here disappeared. It vanished. I hadn't seen it in about a month. I thought it was goner, and it passed away. And then I noticed it on the back of the tank, back over there behind the bubble stream, just a couple days ago, and I was pretty sure that was it. But since I put this second light back on, it's been on the front of this glass pretty much ever since. Up on the front of the glass feeding. You can see it going here, and down on the substrate around some of this algae and the shrimp treat. So it's suddenly back here on the front of the aquarium where it always used to be. Almost instantly as soon as I put that second light back on. So then the second thing I noticed was all my neon tetras they immediately start grouping up again. Right as soon as I put that light on. Because when only one light was on here, there would be a couple of neons over here together, and maybe a couple in here, and then one or two maybe down underneath here, underneath this cave. But since I put the lights back on, they're all grouped up again. And they're all hanging out together again. All my neon tetras. Well, I got two of them over here, but for the most part, most of the day, they've all been together in here. And I noticed also that my rainbow fish They have been swimming closer to the top. They're both down lower in the water column now, and my hatchet fish have also been coming down farther into the tank instead of only hanging out here at the top. So I've seen that immediate behavior difference in my fish, first with the reappearance of my Hillstream Loach. As soon as I put that light back on, and it's been up here on the front of the tank ever since, hanging out here all day instead of being gone and hanging out the bottom of the tank. So that was the first change, this reappearance of the Hillstream Loach. And my Neon Tetras grouping up again, and some behavior changes in my rainbow fish. You can see them back there. And my hatchet fish have been coming down farther into the water column than they were when there was only one light. Here's some of my longfin zebra danios, and even my white cloud minnows. These gold white cloud minnows are swimming together as a group more since I got this light back on. So I'm not worried about the reappearance of any algae coming back and being a problem. I'm adding new plants. Those will compete with the algae for those will outcompete the algae for nutrients. And I'm going to be adding a bunch of plants over to this side. And pretty much I'm going to be adding some more in this big open space here. Some of these crypts and stuff. They'll take a long time, a lot longer to grow. And I've got some jungle red Valsinaria coming in. I really like Valsinaria plants. And I only ordered 12 of them, but I know that they'll root and spread. They grow by runners. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this light back up here. I'm not taking it off again, especially with the changes that took place immediately after putting it back on. I know in a couple of weeks my duckweed will start reproducing. I count on that. It takes a lot of ammonia and nitrates and heavy metals out of the water column, and when it gets to be too much here, I can just net some out. It's never been a problem for me. And I don't want any of my red plants to start dulling. They're doing really well. I just took one that was behind that cave over there and transplanted it over here on the side. Just today, I'm going to be replanting this whole side of the tank. So I hope everybody has a good day, and don't forget to like and subscribe. That's why I've put that second light back up here, and it's going to remain up here. It's good to see that Hillstream Loach again. And good to see my Neon Tetras all grouping up again. And there's still plenty of stuff in here for my algae eaters. And I know within a week or so my duckweed will start reproducing like it was. It was just not getting enough light. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We've gotten a few new subscribers today. We really appreciate that. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will be uploading some more videos. I don't know about tonight, but definitely tomorrow. I've got a few videos I need to make and upload on sponge filters and a few other things. So everybody have a great night, and thank you.